Hi, I'm Jeremy, and I'm your host of Tell Me Wine TV, and today's a tasting show, and today we're trying a Pinot Gris, which is also known as Pinot Grigio for everybody else, from the Tamara Vineyards, Central Otago, New Zealand, 2007 vintage. We just had a show where we tried a Riesling from a different area of New Zealand, all same vintage, but also an aromatic grape. This Tamara Pinot Gris is $26, so not inexpensive if you're comparing it to Pinot Grigio, but when you're comparing it to Pinot Gris of Alsace or Germany or Austria, it's a competitive price. So the Tamara Pinot Gris, so let's give it a shot. Twist off, which is typical for New Zealand. Oop. Well, it's got a nice yellowy hue, kind of like a pale, very pale yellow diamond. That's good, right? Yeah, Pinot Gris, Pinot Grigio. I mean, it's unfortunate, I think, for the grape in Italy because I think Pinot Grigio is kind of maligned a little bit. People don't respect it, but it's a great grape. But here it is from New Zealand. It's kind of got a honeycomb, you know, like honey in the actual beehive kind of a thing going on. Maybe a little cold. Pinot Gris tends to be a little reserved on the nose, I think. You know. Yeah, it's kind of a waxy, what's the word I'm looking for? Honey, melony, whoop, kind of a thing. A little white pepper. Compared to the Riesling that I had on the other show, they're different grapes. Acidity is completely different. It's much more reserved. It's a much creamier wine. The acidity is not there. It's very silky. That's nice. It's a little, again, I get a little bit of melon, lemon, low acidity, so a little mature, 07 vintage. Keep in mind, New Zealand is kind of a half a vintage ahead of everybody else. So when you say 2007 and you're thinking fall 2007, it's really like the previous winter, because they're a full 2 seasons ahead of us. So it's a really nice wine. It's my mom. And I would go with this food. This could go with some lighter cheeses. Gosh, you know, it's so quaffable. It's a little bit more cocktail than food oriented, and but because of the price point, you know, you want to pair it with some food. It can go with some light Asian food, some very simple chicken or fish dishes, as long as not, you know, a little bit herby kind of stuff going on, but not an easy food pairing offhand. But I think as long as you keep your food selection simple, I think you'll have a nice match. It's a little at $26. You know, I think people will say, you know, is it a good buy? You know. I like the wine. I like the wine. Maybe I wish it was a little cheaper, but I think it's a good wine and it's a nice example of winemaking. So the Tamara Pinot Gris from Otago, New Zealand. Try it.